Former Vice President Mike Pence is with us now. The book is So Help Me God. Congratulations. Welcome to Chicago. We're glad to have you.
Thank you, Leland.
Why is the Biden administration ignoring pro-democracy protesters in our biggest geopolitical enemy's own hometown?
It's extraordinary. First and foremost, you have to understand that the Chinese Communist Party runs the largest police state in the world. Their surveillance capacities are the stuff of Big Brother, Leland, and so to see that many people taking to the streets is a real statement of political courage on their part. They're taking great risks for themselves or their families. And while it's being precipitated by the zero COVID policies 3 years into the pandemic, still being pressed down on the people, I believe it's also ultimately by the hunger for freedom that goes all the way back to the Tiananmen Square. It adheres to the human spirit, and I welcome it and admire the people taken to the streets in China.
You've gone just much farther in that statement than the president has, the current president, or than his spokespeople will. Interestingly enough, Mark Warner, Democrat of Virginia, I know you know very well, said this about President Trump and TikTok. He said that Trump was right about the dangers of TikToks, saying the U.S. government should do something about it. That's a Democratic senator. And yet the Biden administration, again, gives the Chinese a pass. Why?
Well, and it wasn't just TikTok, but it was Huawei. Remember, our administration took a strong stand against Huawei when many European countries, some of our biggest allies, were stepping up, ready to embrace that Chinese technology. We said, look, it's a security risk in the information technology age. And in a very real sense, we changed national opinion on China in this country. It's now broad and bipartisan, the recognition that China represents the greatest threat to our country in the long term, economically and strategically. But we also changed much of the view of the West about China and about the constant move toward using information technology to penetrate free societies.
So you all made this calculus. The American people bought into it. Much of Congress has bought into it. This administration takes clearly a different view of the threat of China and how to stand up to them. How do you explain that?
Well,
they don't get it?
I can't say
as want something else from the Chinese?
Leland, I can't say for sure, but I remember early in his campaign for president, Joe Biden was at a forum in which he talked about, he said, China as a competitor. He did one of his, come on, man. I mean, they didn't get it. They didn't understand it during the Obama-Biden administration. And while I'm pleased that they haven't undone the tariffs that we placed on China, I must tell you that the reticence of the administration as these protests unfurl reminds me of back in the day of 2009, when in the Obama-Biden administration, people took to the streets in Iran. Remember the Green Revolution? And frankly, it took Joe Lieberman, John McCain, me, and Howard Berman in the Congress to author a resolution because President Obama refused to speak in favor of people clamoring for democracy in Iran. So I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed to see the administration taking the stand that they're taking. Now more than ever, we ought to be speaking out for freedom. Loving people around the world. We ought to be championing those that are championing their freedom, including in the People's Republic of China.
Yeah, well, and your administration did it with the Iranian Revolution, or Iranian protests, I should say, didn't become a revolution during your time. A lot of that in the book.
There is.
There is some light Thanksgiving weekend reading for me. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.